Swimming is life. My mother, Phyllis, who left us 8.5 years ago at age 89, taught me to swim. She did the same with my brother and my sister. Phyllis was disciplined and active. Tennis, dancing, synagogue and political activism, and later, yes, swimming. At the age of 60, Mom was diagnosed with bone cancer. She received a death sentence, which she did not accept. After finding the right doctors, living through major surgeries and chemotherapy, the last 29 years of her life were spent as a disabled woman with one functional leg, and yet this last third of her life was filled with much joy. Mom dealt with her disability with the same determination with which she approached her parenting, and she found that swimming fulfilled her athletic and body movement needs. The water freed my mom. It saved her from being trapped by her body. For about 20 years, my mom swam virtually every day. Stones were used to count and mark the laps. In her swimming bag or in her blue, full-length water polo jacket with its yellow furry liner. You have to picture that. A big, giant, blue, furry, full-length coat with the furry yellow. She carried a baggie containing 10 stones. She entered the water in a disabled person's lift and began a 20-lap swim in a 25-yard pool. At the conclusion of each lap, she would carefully take one stone out of the baggie and put it on the deck until all the stones were removed. For the next 10 laps, she'd replace the stones one at a time at the end of each lap back into the bag. The lifeguards celebrated this amazing disabled woman as she methodically completed her daily swim. Her retirement community newspaper featured her on the front page. Everyone at the pool knew her. The highlight of my mom's pool time was when one of her 3 children joined with her in the pool for the swim. She beamed with delight. Her daily swim became an even more joyful life affirmation when joined by one of us. And while we continue to be a swimming family, though we don't count our distance with a stone, there isn't a swim that my siblings and I enjoy which doesn't connect us to our mom. And while the stones that she used were unfortunately lost, a stone as a memory and a marker is a part of my life. I'm a visitor to my parents' graves. I place stones there in our tradition of remembering and marking and honoring those we've lost, whom we love. The stones of my mother and my placement of stones at her grave continue to bring me close to her and remind me that among the many contributions she made to our family, she fulfilled the Talmudic tradition of pikuach nefesh, in her case, preserving life by teaching swimming. Teach your children and grandchildren to swim, sometimes with the current, sometimes against the current, one lap at a time, one stone at a time. Swimming is life.